G'day Bodgies and Widgies and welcome back to the channel. Now a good couple of months ago I released a video where I showed you one of the biggest projects that I would ever be undertaking in my aquarium journey so far, and that is moving to a new fish room. The really cool thing is that this fish room is actually on a farm, and it's a block of land in rural Victoria that my parents had purchased to build a farmhouse on, and the awesome thing is I get my very own dedicated fish room. I've also always dreamed of living on a big acreage property, having animals and all that sort of thing, so the fact that it's finally happening and I can bring you along with that journey is just so incredibly just exciting and fascinating for me, and I hope you really enjoy it as well. Today we're going to drive up to the farm, give you an update as to how things have been going, because so many of you have joined this channel since I made that first video. But before we get into this video, as always, let's quickly acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land and the people that are managing our land as well. But I say enough talking, we get in the car, drive there, and I'll show you how things are going.
I am very underprepared for this part of the video. I'm just gonna walk around. I don't know how the audio is gonna be, but we shouldn't have too much wind. Also, there is some construction work going on. We've just got the foundation of the slab that was poured today. I'm gonna try and not fall into a water pit or a mud pit and, you know, drown. But yeah, this is so cool. We finally got a start on the property, and it's been a while since I gave you an update on this as well. Let me take you to where the fish room is, because I'm standing and I'm sinking into the ground right now. I'll show you where the fish room is and we'll go from there. Here we go, much better. I'll throw some drone footage so you can just see how big everything is. But this is the garage, and then from the garage I've got my very own fish room. So basically starts from there, goes to that point, cuts across, and then comes down. So we're looking at about a 4 meter by 3 meter space, which is plenty of room. It's probably just a tad bigger than the existing fish room, but the thing is that this is way better. It's not a bedroom like I'm in at the moment. It's a proper fish room. So we've got a floor drain. That's where the sink will come out. It's got its own heating and cooling. It's got solar power. It'll be on its own electrical circuit just in case the power trips or something. Like, everything's really been thought out about this, and just a huge shout out to my family for letting me even do something like this and accommodating my passion to this extent. I'm 20, and at that point a lot of people would be moving out of their parents' house, but I'm moving in and making things better and tweaking the house for my very own passions, and, you know, they've been so accommodating of all that. But yeah, so that's pretty much, like, you know, a couple of other bedrooms, living room. I don't know what's going on the other side of the house. This is my main focus. But yeah, I'm just so happy with how things have come along. But what I think we can do is go for a bit of a lap around some other really cool places on the property. I kind of want to not sink and die, oh my god. I kind of want to get out of the faces of all of these people that are doing work. You know, it's a bit awkward if I'm just walking around with a camera filming everything. So what I reckon we'll do is jump over to the back side of the place. We'll go and see if we can find any cool stuff and show you some things that I'm really interested about in the property. And yeah, we'll go from there. Oh, the other thing. You might have a kitchen. You might have a theatre room, you might have the coolest house in the world, but does your farm have a dirt pile? Look at that. Let's climb the dirt pile. Here we are. Look at that. Look at how high up off the ground we are. I don't know how I'm going to get down here, but look at that. It's just a mound of dirt. Why is this so fun? I don't know, but I love it. One of the things that I love is just look at all of that driftwood. Look at how much, and like, this is all hardwood, right? So pretty much just dead fall off eucalyptus trees, all incredibly dry. And all you really need to do is just boil this or let it soak in some water, and it would be perfectly fine for aquariums. But look at the size of those pieces and how they're all gnarly and twisted. It almost reminds me of something like manzanita wood, which is just really, really wanted in aquascapes, and this would be perfect. I mean, I'm a little crazy. I think if you just put this entire piece in like a big giant tank and threw in some discus or angelfish, it'd look awesome. But just to cut some of that up, put into like the 8x4 or the big lungfish aquarium would just be absolutely awesome. Whilst we're walking, there's also, there is a ton of wildlife here as well. So we're going to try and find some kangaroos if we can. There are a lot more in the back side of the property behind these trees. There's a ton of birds, but just to give you some evidence of kangaroos being here, that is as unpleasant as it is, kangaroo droppings. Those ones are a lot more fresh than those ones. Oh, here we go. That's probably stuff that was made today. And it just shows you that there is wildlife here that is actively using the place, which is absolutely awesome. Also, this area that we're in leads to one of my most favorite places on the property. We should just be able to walk there. This is awesome. This is like a, oh God, can I twist this around? This is just a vlog, just us walking on the farm. How awesome. I'm gonna try not to get hit by a tree, but let's flip you around and take you to the dam. Cool. Check that out. This is basically just rainwater that collects in this part. The soil is really dense here, which is really cool because it holds water. The only unfortunate thing is during the summertime, it does dry up. But because we're sitting right on top of a waterbed, we should be able to tap into the groundwater and have a well or just a constant flow of water going into this to keep it up nice and high like it is now. This is probably the highest that I've seen it, but it can get to like that high. So where it is now, it can probably get up to there. There is evidence of yabbies in here. I'm yet to see a live one, but I've seen plenty of dead ones. And, you know, every now and then I see a yabby hole or a claw, something like that where a bird might have picked on it. There is also just a bunch of, like, little stuff. Oh, is that a tadpole? I nearly slipped. Look at that. That's a tadpole. That is the first time I've seen one. Oh, that is awesome. Oh, I really want to just, like, take it home and grow it up, but that's probably not a good idea. We'll leave it be. But we know that there are frogs here. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. Look at how cute it is. But yeah, this will be really cool once we're actually here, because what we can do is, you know, vegetate up that side of the area where it's nice and shallow. So put some plants there, probably get some more plants here. And then we could add some rainbow fish or some cooler water natives like galaxias, pygmy perch. It'd be awesome just to get this with some fish in it. And yeah, it's just so cool. Another awesome thing you might be able to see if I get up close instead of falling on the ground, these ants, right? Let me show you something that is like just insane. I haven't seen an ant colony as big as this ever, and that's what I'm about to show you. Flip you around, check that out. That is just one huge, ow, I just got poked by a stick. I just ran right into that. That is just one solid ant colony. Like, I'd go and, you know, lie down next to it to give you a sense of scale, but I do not want to be eaten alive. They are some big ants as well. To give you a bit of a look, they go crazy at the sense of like vibrations or shadows, but yeah, that is just probably around, I'd say that's about 2 meters by 1.5 meters by 2 meters. Oh God, it's a wild sister. Run, escape. Now, I've probably been here like 20, 30 times since we bought the property, and there are still things that I forget or rediscover, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. One of those things, that tree.
Hey, Bodgies and Widgies, I'm rewatching this as I'm editing, and I'm pretty sure the tree that I just showed you and I said looked really cool is the same tree that I showed you 2 minutes ago, just from the other side. So that just goes to show how short and terrible my memory and attention span is. I showed you the same tree, just from a different side. Why do you even watch? But thank you, let's continue.
Look at it. Look at that. Every bit of wood that I see is driftwood, right? It can go into a fish tank. That whole thing is absolutely insane. Over here, that's just a massive collection of wattles that have just growed there. Grew there? I can't talk. Let's see if we can find anything. This is also a prime spot. Like, whenever there's a bird of prey that catches a kill, it'll eat it up on that big tree over there. And we'll occasionally find some like remains here as well, like, you know, some feathers, and it's barbaric, but it's just the way nature works, I guess. And usually if you walk past here, it scares some of the smaller birds and they go, run for their life and fly out of here. But let's see if we can find any. Okay, I can hear something. I'm just gonna try and see if I can catch one flying out. And it's always like, you know, rainbow lorikeets or, you know, scarlet parrots, just some really, really cool, bright and colorful native stuff. I've always wanted to go in there and explore as well, but it's just, it seems really dense, and that's just one part of the property that I actually haven't entered. I don't know why it scares me a little, but do you know what? That's fine. That's perfectly all right. What do you reckon? Should we just go in there, see what we can find? I reckon you can do it. Let's go. Ah, this isn't that bad. This is nice and open. Oh, what is that? Oh, okay. No, I'm not going in. Look at that. That's a spider web. Nope. I'm going to be way too close to those trees to get spider webs on me. I'm not doing it. No thanks. Don't get me wrong. I love animals. Spiders, not it. Not it. And I'm not going in there without the fear of having a spider jump on my back and just crawl up my ear or something. It's not happening. But yeah, this has just been so fun, just walking around and like actually showing you some of the things that I like about this place and some projects that I want to do. Like, we're definitely going to get farm animals. We'll just walk and talk, hey. Definitely going to do some farm animals. So first will probably be a dog. I do want to get a cat as well, something like a Bengal cat. The dog is probably going to be a Kelpie because I love Kelpies so much. Then the fish room, we're also going to get some emus. So I want to do like a trio of emus, some chickens as well. Just a bunch of really cool stuff. And then we'll see if I can get my finger out of the camera and not fall down. Oh my God. Look, it's just like a bunch of wood. I'm going to film with this hand. Look at that. That's where a snake would be. Yeah, so, you know, cows, goats, whatever it might be. We'll just see how the land takes us, and it'll be really fun. With the fish room, I'm going to try and get you some updates of it regularly. So we're going to have the framing go up on the property within the next week or so. So once the frames are up, we'll really get a really good visualization of how things are and the size of the rooms and everything. And I can finally, draw up the space and really be able to visualize it a lot better, because I'm like, yep, I can fit an 8-foot tank, a 6-foot tank, a rack. I actually don't know if I can do that, but once I can see everything, it'll make things much, much easier. But what I reckon we'll do is we'll jump back home into the existing fish room, and I reckon we can call it a day.
Alrighty, Bodgies and Widgies, thank you so much for watching this video. It's both exciting and daunting to go through this whole lifestyle change. Aside from the new fish room where I've got to, pack everything down, set that room up, move all the fish over, just the whole fact that I've lived in suburban Victoria for my entire life and now I'm moving to rural Victoria is exciting and scary, but I'm really just all for it. And if you've gone through something similar, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below, because I'm really curious as to how you would have handled that yourself. But if you did enjoy this video and you want to see more farm updates and vlogs, then feel free to give this video a thumbs up, consider subscribing to the channel, and thank you so much to all of you existing Bodgies and Widgies that have joined recently or have been complete OGs, because it really does mean so much to me. The fact that you've helped me get to this level in the channel is just so incredibly awesome. But that's essentially it, so as always, stay happy, stay safe, stay Aussie Australian, Bodgie and this creaky chair out.